The topic that we need to tackle is all about the description and use of tools and materials in carpentry. In this lesson, I am going to describe the materials and tools according to their description. I will also describe the materials and tools according to their description for job requirements in carpentry. Let's start first with the description of materials and tools in carpentry.
So for our materials, first we have the sand. Fine gritty substance found in the shore and the desert. Sand is very commonly used in construction, often providing bulk, strength, and stability to other materials such as asphalt, concrete, mortar, render, cement, and the screed. So, yung buhangin o sand nga na tinatawag natin ay karaniwang ginagamit siya sa isang construction site. So, itong mga buhangin na ito ay kadalasan sila yung nagbibigay ng strength sa mga materials tulad or ginagamit sa paggawa ng mga asfalto, ng mga konkretong bagay or yung sa paggawa ng mga semento. So next, we have the plywood. Thin cross-laminated sheet of wood. So plywood is a versatile material used in carpentry for various applications, including making of furniture, interior and exterior wall cladding, and structural support in construction. It is also layered construction provides strength and stability, while its smooth surface make it suitable for decorative finishes. So, ito namang plywood na sinasabi natin is ginagamit rin siya sa iba't ibang larangan. So, ginagamit siya sa paggawa ng mga muebles na tinatawag natin, mga panloob at panlabas na dingding, and also nag-give din siya ng strength sa ating mga structures. So, ang makinis na bahagi naman ng plywood ay ginagamit naman siya para paglagyan ng mga dekorasyon pagkatapos. So next we have the gravel, coarse aggregates of any hard inert material mixed with the cement to form a concrete. So gravel also used to create a foundation with new roads, to mix with asphalt, fill construction sites, and even create other construction materials like blocks, pipes, and bricks. So, itong mga asfalto na ginagamit natin ay ginagamit rin siya sa paggawa ng konkreto. So, ito ay karaniwang inihahalo sa paggawa ng mga asfalto at ginagamit rin sa isang construction site. So, ito ay karaniwang materyales din sa paggawa ng mga blocks, ng mga pipes, and also sa paggawa ng mga bricks na ginagamit naman natin din sa paggawa ng structures. So next we have the lumber. So lumber are wooden boards or logs that have been sawn. So the kind of lumber that we use in carpentry is the hardwoods. It is the oak, ash, and maple. So these hardwoods are typically stronger and denser than softwoods, which can make them more durable and resistant to wear and tear. They also tend to be more visual appealing with attractive grain, patterns, and color that can add to the aesthetic feel of a timber frame structures. So hindi lahat ng lumber ay pwede natin gamitin sa carpentry. So, pipili lang tayo ng mga matitigas o yung tinatawag nating hardwood na siyang ating gagamitin. So, another one is nail. So, nail made of metal used for fastening woods. So, I know that every one of you know what is nail. It is the pako. So, ginagamit siya para pagdugtungin ng isang bagay o gustong pagdikitin ang isang kahoy. So next we have the cement, a powdered substance which mixed with water acts as binder of aggregates. So also cement is mainly used as a binder of concrete, which is a basic material for all types of constructions, including housing, roads, schools, hospitals, dams, and ports, as well as for decorative applications in floors, staircase, driveways, pool decks, and items like tables, sculptures, and bookcases. So, itong semento naman na tinatawag natin, siya yung pinakakaraniwang materyales natin sa paggawa ng ating mga houses, sa paggawa ng mga buildings, ng mga roads, ng structures na pwede nating ipang-display. And also, ito yung may pinakamalaking ambag sa ating carpentry kasi siya nga yung parang pinakakaraniwang materials na talagang gamit natin. So next is the water. So water added in the mixture of cements and the aggregates. So itong water naman, ito yung material na inisasama natin sa paggawa ng mortar. So yung mortar na tinatawag natin, siya ay parang paste na ginagamit para pagdikitin yung ating mga hollow blocks. So another one is reinforcing steel bar. So used to reinforce the strength of construction works. So steel bar have a wide variety of uses in construction, manufacturing, and other industries, mainly due to their strength, durability, and versatility. They are commonly used for reinforcing concrete structures, building foundations, bridges, and infrastructures project, as well as in the production of machinery components, tools, and automotive parts. Ito namang reinforcing steel bar, siya naman yung may pinakamaraming gamit sa construction world. So, siya ay commonly used or commonly na ginagamit sa paggawa ng mga bridge, ng mga tulay, ng mga buildings na kailangan ng matibay, kailangan ng strong foundations para hindi siya agad-agad na masira or bumuhal. So last one for our materials is the corrugated galvanized iron sheet. So this unique designs allow them to withstand heavy impacts, high winds, and even extreme weather condition, making them a reliable choice for yung sa paggawa ng mga bubong, ng wall cladding and residential area, commercials, and industrial buildings. So now let's proceed to the different kinds of tools. First, for our tools is the plumb bob used for vertical alignment. Alam ko na lahat kayo is nakakita na nung tinatawag ng ating mga karpentero na pahulog. So, siya yung plumb bob. So, ginagamit siya to measure or to secure na yung line na gagawin nila is tama vertically or patayo. So next is the tri-square used to test the squareness of a stack. So tri-square is a woodworking tool. It is used for marking and checking a 90-degree angle on a piece of wood. So next is the hacksaw. Fine-tooth saw used to cut the metals in the pipes. Also hacksaw is a specialized hand tool that used nga to cut the metals and pipes, and sometimes it is used to cut the woods. So next is the level bar or the spirit bar, tool used in checking vertical and horizontal position. Also lever bar is a tool that used to have a accurate align surfaces and object horizontal and vertical position. So next is the pull-push rule used for measuring long distances. Also pull-push rule is a measuring tape na nagme-measure even it is long, short, or a straight line. So next is the claw hammer, used for driving and pulling out nails. So claw hammer particularly used in woodworking and general carpentry task. So next is the shovel. So ginagamit naman siya to mix the aggregates, cements, and the water. Next is the cross-cut saw, tool used for cutting across the grain. So, ito yung typically na ginagamit natin pamputol ng mga wood perpendicular or across the grain. So, another one is the rip saw, used for cutting along the grain. So, what is the difference between the cross-cut saw and the rip saw? So, the cross-cut saw is cut with the grain, while the rip saw is cut across the grain. So next is the twister. Ginagamit siya to tighten the wire together. So last is the combination pliers. Combination pliers used to cut the tire wire. Also combination pliers used to bending and cutting metal wire and also to the electrical cables.
Did you enjoy listening, class? Great! Have you learned the different kinds and description of tools and materials for carpentry? Good job! Now, let's continue.
See the illustration? I have here the illustration of tools and materials that use in carpentry.
Now that you already know the description of tools and materials in carpentry, do you know how to prepare them? If not, the next lesson will be your guide.
So next, prepare tools and materials for a task. In preparing tools and materials for a task, it is essential to identify first the materials, describe the tools and materials, and count them to suit specific requirements. Steps on preparing tools and materials. First, identify materials and tools applicable to specific job requirements. Second, describe tools and materials needed following the specific job requirements. Third, count materials and tools according to job requirements. So next, in preparing the tools and materials for a task, it is essential to identify first the materials, secure the requisition materials, and receive and inspect them.
For this information, we have first, identify materials. In identify materials, we have A, identify materials and tools applicable to specific job requirements. B, count the description of the materials needed following the specific job requirements. C, identify materials and tools according to the job requirements. In secure requisition of materials, A, request the needed materials and tools according to the prepared list. B, follow the company's standard operating procedures or SOP. C, provide substitute materials and tools without sacrificing cost and quality. Number 3, receive and inspect materials. Inspect materials and tools issues according to the number and specification. B, check materials, tools, and accessories for damages according to enterprise procedures. C, place the materials and tools in appropriate location nearest to the workplace. Next lesson is the secure requisition of materials. In this lesson, it will guide you how to accomplish the form to acquire a purchased materials. In this lesson, we have 8 procedures. First, state the name of the company, project, and date when you request for materials. 2. Fill in the classification of the carpentry project and its purpose. 3. Write the number of required materials. 4. List the unit of the materials to be requested. 5. Enumerate the materials with their descriptions. Number 6, list the cost per unit and the total cost. 7, write your name as requisitioner. 8, secure the approval of authorities concerned. Next, acquire and inspect materials or tools. It is important to inspect and check materials and tools for defects and damage before receiving them, so that you can ask for the replacement of those that you found defective. First, check if the materials and tools are complete in terms of quantity and specification, numbers of pieces, length, width, and others. Second, check the physical condition of tools. Check tools against the specification, quantity, and quality. See to it that parts are complete, cutting edges, or tooth-free from damages. So third, check the accessories of each material and tools. See to it that nothing is missing. 4. If any of the material or tool is found missing or defective, report it immediately to the supplier officer or teacher. Number 5. Get a replacement for the material and tools found defective. Number 6, sign the requisition form as you receive materials and tools. Number 7, store the received materials and tools in a safe area or storeroom nearest to your workplace. Store materials in proper order. Bulky or higher materials at the bottom, lighter and smaller items on the top of the file. And lastly, always handle the materials and tools carefully. Avoid roughing the tools on the floor. Do not expose tool and materials on sunlight or rains. Okay, that's the end of our lesson. I hope that all of you is already know the kinds, the descriptions, and how to use the tools and materials in carpentry. Thank you so much.